We are here back with the Riders Life, and we've caught up with the #1 guy here today at Frankston, Mr. Connor Fields. Connor, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks. How you going?
Oh, really well, really well. Now, for starters, mate, you're out in Australia. What do you think of it so far?
I've been here a bunch. I mean, this is probably 5th or 6th time I've been down to Australia. So, no, I always enjoy coming here. I come here almost every year. I've got a lot of connections here. Being as my coach is from Sydney. So I came out for the first time 2011, and just somehow I always end up back here.
Ah, awesome, that's great. And I mean, the atmosphere here, I mean, we've got the national series that we're running at the moment. You've come out and you've raced that. How does this compare on the scale to races over in the US?
Well, I haven't raced yet. We race tomorrow,
Yeah.
but I'm looking forward to it. You know, and I raced here once in 2011 in Nerang, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's crazy. I'm sure for all the Australians to hear this, they all want to go to race the USA BMX series. But for me, I've been doing that series for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, coming here and seeing a new track and a new place and new people and new uniforms, everything's new. So it's really fun and exciting
Makes it
for me.
exciting, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I know that's the same for me whenever I travel to even a regional track that nobody ever really goes to.
Yep.
That excitement for BMX comes back into it, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, for example, I went to the first race that I went to this year in America was Phoenix.
Yeah.
I've been there 20 times
wow.
for nationals. You know, I've been there every
Bit
year
repetitive.
since I was 7 years old, you know. So from I came out here and I was like a little kid, you know, looking at the track, you know, trying to figure out where everything is, and it's a lot of fun for me to be out here.
That's awesome. Now, what other tracks, what actually brought you out this time to Australia?
Couple things. Obviously, with the World Cups and World Champs coming up, you know, I thought it would be wise to do some, you know, good training, get a good block of training in with my coach. And then he also was running a balanced BMX. We did a coaching clinic up in Queensland with some of Australia's best riders ever. You know, like guys like Kaylin Young and Warwick Stevenson, Jamie Gray. So that was pretty cool. And then, you know, I was looking at the schedule and I saw this race was here at the same time. And I said, you know, I'm all the way down here. I already made the 15-hour flight. I might as well get a race in.
Why not? It's only an extra hour down the road, technically, on the plane.
Exactly. What's an hour after 15?
And how do you find? I mean, now the Frankston crew have worked tirelessly on this track. What do you think of it?
I think the track's
on a
great.
world scale, now you've ridden all around the world.
Yeah.
Give it to them. They're going to want to hear your
No,
sort
I
of
think
feedback.
this track is great. You know, it's got everything that you would want in a good track. You know, it's unique, which is cool. Like, this is the first track I've ever ridden that has a second straight rhythm section, and that is really cool.
It's different,
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why all tracks have to think they have to be the same.
Very generic,
Part
isn't
of
it?
part of BMX is showing up and on the day, this is the track, this is what it is. Have
Go
a
out and
race.
do it.
And, you know, obviously, it seems like over the last 10 years or so, tracks have all tried to kind of mirror each other and they all end up being the M, you know, with the pro section on the third straight and the rhythm section in this spot and the double here. And it's always kind of getting similar. And, you know, to come here and have it be something different, and it's as smooth as glass out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it's in like a cool location. It's kind of down below. The viewing is kind of from up above. And I'm looking forward to having a race. It looks
That's
good.
great.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you've been racing once again all around the world and everything. How do you find with, we were talking earlier on to a few of the other people and you were sort of mentioning how the amount of officials and people that we've got that really help out in BMX in Australia is a lot different from the US.
Yep.
You know, how do you what do you think of that sort of thing?
I think, you know, it's the whole system in Australia is very different than it is at home. And in a lot of ways, I think it's better. The club system is cool. You know, you feel like you're part of something. You feel like you're a member of a club. You've got your club teammates and that's really cool.
Yeah.
We don't have that at home. It's kind of every track, you just show up, pay your $5 and you go. And there's pros and cons to each. But then at the same time, you know, everybody here, there's a Victorian state team, there's a Queensland state team, there's a New South Wales state team. I never had a Nevada state team. You know, we don't have support from the state. You know, you have to earn your spot on the national team before you start getting any support,
that's right.
which is really cool. You know, they had some booked sessions yesterday where members of different state teams were getting some training together, and that's awesome. I think it's really cool.
And we actually even had that this morning here at the start of the National Series. BMXA put on a sort of coaching clinic, but more so for the coaches to get together and talk about their experiences and what they're doing to help out, and talking to other coaches as well from all around Australia while we're all here to get ins and outs of what they do and how things are done differently.
Yeah, and the number one thing that all of this has in common is effort.
Yeah.
There's a lot of effort being put in. Everybody's trying to make it better.
Yeah.
And sometimes they might do something wrong or it might not work out, but at the end of the day, they're putting so much effort in to try to make it better for the kids, the series. I learned a little bit about the series and how now this year there's a round in every state.
Yeah.
And to me that's fair.
Yeah.
That makes
That's
a lot. That
a
makes
national series, isn't it?
that makes so much
It's
sense.
a real national
that
series.
makes so much sense to me to have one in every state. Some people might not like it, but at the end of the day, they're trying, and that's one of the things that's really cool about coming out here is there's a lot of passion.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's really cool.
Well, Connor, thank you very much for your time, mate. I wish you all the best for
Thank
out here
you.
and all your racing career. You're an absolute testament to BMX and all the people that support you and that you support as well. Thank you very much for coming out here.
No worries.
Enjoy your trip.
Thanks, mate.